All right, hi everyone, welcome back to the Fit IT Guy. Today I'm going to be talking about these wheel spacers I installed on my new Model Y Juniper. These are Aspira wheel spacers from zevcentric.com, and you can save yourself 10% on these wheel spacers with my code TFIG spacers. So some of you may be wondering, what are wheel spacers? Wheel spacers are a machined piece of metal that sit between your wheel hub, kind of where your rotor is, and between the wheel. And the main reason people like to install these is on street cars for looks, for aesthetics. The other main reason to do this is to widen the track of the vehicle. And when you widen the track of your vehicle, you are increasing the stability. So think of any sports car, they have pretty wide wheels on them, wide tires. Think of a Porsche 911, you always have the really wide back tires, a Corvette, anything like that. So Model Y Junipers from the factory and Model 3s as well, the front and rear wheels are the exact same size. So one way to get the staggered stance that you may see on the Model Y Performance per se, or the Model 3 Performance, is to put different size wheel spacers on the front and back. For my example here, I have an 18 millimeter wheel spacer on the front and a 25 millimeter wheel spacer on the rear. So this gives me kind of that look of a Model Y Performance and the handling characteristics of Model Y Performance as well, while still having a square setup, which means I can still rotate my tires front to back and left to right, whereas on a Performance model, when you do have staggered wheels, where your wheels are different sizes, front and back, you can only rotate your tires left to right. You can't rotate them front to back. So this is one of the benefits of having wheel spacers, is if you do want to run sort of a staggered setup in terms of performance and handling and stability, you can get that with putting a bigger wheel spacer on the rear while keeping a shorter wheel spacer on the front, or no wheel spacer at all. A lot of people put wheel spacers on the Model 3. You can check out ZV-Centric's YouTube channel and their website. They have so many videos on wheel spacers. It really just completes the look. I mean, as you can see here, I have some before and after photos of how the car looked like before the wheel spacers and after. And you can see it just kind of brings the wheel out slightly, because the wheels on most stock cars are kind of pushed in, and it's just a weird, kind of look. And this gives it a little bit more of a sporty aesthetic look. Again, if you're thinking of like a 911, Corvette, any sports car, and this car really performs and handles just like any sports car I've ever had. I kind of wanted to give it that look too, and especially with the body kit that I've done here. I've done the front lip, I've done the side skirt, going to be doing a rear diffuser as well. Pushing out the rear wheel especially really matches and aligns up perfectly with the side skirt and the front lip that I've done on the car, and makes it look so awesome. I really love how this all came out. So every exterior aesthetic modification I've done on the car also has some sort of performance characteristics. So since I've installed these wheel spacers, I have, again, like I said, widened the track of the car. So which means I can technically take turns a little faster than I did before. And the car definitely has a little bit of a different characteristic now, as the rear wheels are sticking out slightly more than the front wheels. So this gives the car a little bit of an advantage in handling fast speed turns. Obviously, I like to have fun when I drive my car, when I go on ramps and on ramps. I like to go and take some speed and have some fun, as that's really some of the only fun points of driving the car, especially where I live, where it's all mostly intersections. So I noticed that the Model Y Juniper, at least the rear wheel drive version, does not handle as good as the 2020 Model Y that I previously had. So I had wheel spacers on my 2020 Model Y as well, and I went with wheel spacers on this too, plus the tine suspension that I put on, that I also got from ZV-Centric. You can check it out and save on the tine suspension. Code TFIG will save you $25 on that. Plus, I've done some unplugged performance lowering springs on this. So this car handles so much better than stock, it's not even funny. The Model 3, the Highland Model 3, handles way better than Model Y Juniper. Obviously, it's a lower car, smaller car, lighter car, but this brings it much closer to the Model 3 handling than it once was when I first got the car. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install wheel spacers. One thing I want to mention is there is a 10 millimeter nut on the rotors. You just have to take that off. For the rear, you don't necessarily have to. It depends on the size of spacer that you have. But for the front with the 18 millimeter spacers, I did have to take the 10 millimeter bolt off. You'll see it's the only bolt that's on the rotor itself. Depending what size you get of spacers, if you go really thin, some of those are just a really thin spacer with no studs. The spacers that I got, the 18 millimeter and the 25, they have studs on them, because you're going to use up a lot of the studs that the car originally has. So the spacers come with their own studs for you to mount the wheel onto the spacer. So as long as you install everything properly, you won't have any issues at all. But of course, with any modification you do it at your own risk. As long as you tighten everything to the torque spec, then it'll be perfectly fine. So I've been driving the car like this for almost 3 months now with the Tine suspension, with the wheel spacers, with the lowering springs and all, and I'm really just having such a blast in the car. It handles so much better. You know, for a rear-wheel drive Juniper, it's up there. I'd really like to test drive the performance, the new Performance Model Y, to see how it compares. I actually had somebody email me the other day asking about that, and I didn't have the right answer as I'd never driven the Performance model yet. So I'm looking forward to doing a head-to-head with the Performance model. I'd love to take this car onto the track. There is the Pocono Raceway that does allow EVs onto it. None of the other raceways around the New York City tri-state area allow EVs. So maybe this coming summer, I'll be doing a track day video at Pocono Raceway with this car. That'll be so much fun. But let's go ahead, get to the install, and then we'll wrap up the video after. Okay, so starting with the rear first, I took off the rear wheel, and we're going to go ahead and just take off these nuts from the spacer itself. And these are the nuts that we're going to use to secure the spacer to the rotor here. Depending on the size of your spacers, there is a 10mm bolt on the rotor, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, that you should remove. I think you should just remove it anyway, but you can see here for the rear that I did not remove it. And we're just putting on the nuts by hand here first. And we're going to go ahead and use the socket here, and then we're going to do it with the torque wrench to torque it down to spec. Once it's torqued down to spec, you're basically all good to go. That's as simple as it is. You just put the wheel onto the spacer here and you tighten it up with the original lug nuts and you are all good to go. So you can see I torqued everything here. Putting the wheel on now, using my impact here, and then using my torque wrench to finish it up. And then you're going to go onto the front wheel. For the front, you do need somebody to press on the brakes for you to be able to tighten the nuts here on the spacer. So now that the install is done, you can see just how easy it is. All you have to do is take off your wheel. There's 5 nuts you have to put onto the original studs, and then you mount the wheel onto the new studs, and you're all done with the original lug nuts. So it's a very, very simple install, just time consuming to take off each wheel. If you have a lift, then perfect. If you have a jack, then you'd be doing it the way I did in this video. But there you have it. As I said, the car just looks so much better. This car gets so much attention with everything I've done to it so far. I mean, I still have a few more things to do here and there on the outside, always more stuff to do on the inside as new products come out. But the car definitely came out the way I wanted it to look, and the wheel spacers were definitely an integral part in all of that. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to have plenty more videos coming out of Model Y Juniper modifications and other things as well.